I had traveled with many colleagues, but the one who was much closer to me was Honorable Patrick Amuriat.
Yes.
The president of FDC.
Yes.
So he was my next neighbor in the hotel. In the morning, I wake up and I cannot speak anymore. So I knock on his door, tell him the problem.
What's up with
He was wondering. Yeah, we found a clinic nearby. I went there. I couldn't express myself. I thought it was a problem that could be solved by the doctors quickly. But then they said, no, it's a more serious thing. So we are a team of many people. We had gone for PPP, benchmarking in South Africa. So from here I went to Dubai. In Dubai is when they told me you have got a serious problem. You have got a disease called dystonia.
Estonia.
Dystonia.
Dystonia.
Yeah. And they said this disease catches up with you when you have got three serious things. One, if you have got a hereditary history of the disease.
Your family has a history of dystonia.
Within your family. It was not there. They said the second thing would have been that if you had a serious accident and you were affected. And the third one was that if you had been given poison.
Hussein Chanji, were you poisoned?
Well, this is what I think, because this is what they told me. And I must thank Ugandans, including you, Patrick, who gave me your prayers, your love, and your support. Because I needed a lot of money, and I couldn't find this money in 2 weeks. But Ugandans came together and gave it to me.
I have seen members of the opposition parties, you know, who are very critical, but very critical on a different political, ideological path.
Yes.
But the following morning you find them in bed, perhaps with NRM, and you wonder how the convergence of idea, how has it come? Because people are so different. Is that the normal way of politics?
No, that's the disease that has eaten everybody. You're with someone, it's very critical of government. That's why I don't want to be emotional when I'm dealing with these problems. Because the people you work with, today they are with you, tomorrow they are not. And when they decided to go away, they don't consult you at all. You just watch it on television. So and so has cost to NRM for that. And their cry is, let's sit down and negotiate. Mine is simple. I support everybody who wants to go.
You really think and you're convinced that people can accept to sit in a dialogue and dialogue themselves out of power?
Not out of power. That is an exaggeration. Dialogue themselves into compromise. Because that's also possible. Why do you
speak against corruption in public? And yet you have seen him appoint individuals into institutions to fight the same? And yet we have seen the parliament appropriate money to these institutions. That really is an expression of a political will.
We are in a big prison, and each one is behaving differently in this prison. That's why you see the president putting up institutions and the counter institutions on top of the ones he has created already. You can't talk about the office of the IGG today. If you want to be listened to, you have to talk about Nakalema's office. Almost. If you want to get away from corruption, you must not practice nepotism. You must not practice tribalism, because the danger with that is when Kamara is your nephew, you place him in a position, he gets corrupt. You want to chase him out of that position. Relatives will come at night. They say, this is what, you know, the father of Kamara did a lot to you when you were still a student.
Honorable Hussein Chanji, thank you very much. What's going to be your concluding remark?
My concluding remark is that people should not worry about the power and the tactics of the opposition. What we are doing is the right thing. We are operating in an abnormal situation. So sometimes we shall act abnormally and you have to excuse us for us.
Thank you very much.